Alright, so I normally don't like making videos like this, but I got a goat that ain't doing very good. And I'm no goat expert. We did take him to the vet after finding him like this morning. I don't know, it seems like it's not very bright on my camera. Got bright lights in here. But this is Jackson. He's a buckling. He's right about a year old. And he's not doing very good. He had a worm overload even with treating him with 2 different kinds of deworming medication after he started losing some weight over the past couple weeks. One was Panicure and one was Dexamax, something like that, like DEXOTMAX. Neither one of them took the problem the vet found under the microscope. There's still some eggs in his poop, so all the worms aren't taken care of. It's obviously got to his, I believe it's your red blood cell count. So there's a few different things we're doing. Obviously gave him a newer, stronger kind of dewormer, come in a shot. It's an injectable. I'll have to leave it in the comments if I can. I got the bottle inside. Also going through again with a Panicure. I just gave him another treatment. This is horses, but we use it, or technically 4 horses. We use this for our dogs, and our goats always have good luck. However, some of the latest stuff I've been hearing is some worms are getting very, I can't think of the word. They're adapting to deworming medicine and not taking care of all of them like it should. And I also have some of this other stuff. It seems to help a little bit. Also, the vet gave me this. It's actually for cats and dogs. It's called Nutrical. It's basically kind of like a high-calorie nutritional supplement gel. It seemed to help him earlier. Just came and gave him some more. I guess you can give it, 3, 4, 5 times a day, kind of as you see needed. You see him down here moving. He ain't all the way gone. He don't really act like he's in any pain. He's just very, very weak. Earlier he was being really loud and was holding up his head. I came down here to check on him again a few hours later. Kind of got him warm in some hay. I brought him some clean water over here so you don't have to walk all the way across the goat yard to get more. But anyway, this has all types of protein, crude fat, all types of vitamin, vitamin B1, B2, B12, things like that. This is really supposed to help with energy. And like it shows on the back, give a tablespoon for every 10 pounds of weight when the animal isn't really eating much, and he's not really eating much. And he's about 50 pounds, so 3 to 5 tablespoons of this, and it really seemed to help him earlier. It's like some, if I get the lid off here with one hand, it kind of looks like it's brown and really sticky, almost like some sorghum molasses. But and I've been sitting down here, and I know it's not the best way. I know that some people do IVs and stuff like that. I don't have anything like that. I also don't have a tube to actually run to his stomach to help hydrate him. I know part of his problem is dehydration, so I'm sitting down here being as patient as I can, slowly giving him water. But he's really working hard, and he's being a fighter. Now, if I kind of help him lift his head up, lift your head up, buddy, just like he was. Everything. I also got some really good goat food down here. I'm not sure how good you can see some pellets. Can't remember, the brand is Kent. Got an Orscheln's earlier, and he's really enjoying that. I think it's medicated, and it's supposed to be really high nutritional, like 18% protein for goats. He kind of has a light shiver, just overall very lethargic, and like, the vet told me earlier under the microscope, he's overloaded the worms. So obviously we're doing everything he can here. He means a lot to me. I got my girls over here. They're all, they haven't lost any weight. Sorry, I'm probably blocking the light here. They haven't lost any weight at all. They're all doing good, all chunky. But everyone else is healthy. I did lose one of my other does. I'm down to 4 currently. I lost another doe about 2 weeks ago. She went downhill in like 24 hours so far. I mean, there's nothing could do. She wouldn't even lift up her head at all. Was just kind of stargazing, just gone. So I sadly had to put her out of her misery because it was just too far. He is coming and going. I know he's just really weak and tired. What I'm going to do now is I've been reading some stuff online, making some, using some molasses and a little bit of sugar and some water and kind of getting it warm in a pot, you know, and stirring it all together. And then I'm going to use my syringe and keep getting him to eat that because he's not really wanting to drink. He'll drink about a half of one of these syringes here that I have. Let's see, how many is this? It's a 10 ml syringe, 10 cc. He'll drink about half of that, and then you just kind of don't want any more. I've been doing this, you know, as much as I can get him to drink because that's obviously really important to hydrate him. So I'm gonna go make some of that mixture, come down here and try to give him some more. And also I see online in situations like this, it's kind of like, you know, for example, they say when your arm falls asleep, you know, there's some type of, you know, circulation issue, and this will happen with him, or any goat. So the best thing you can do, even though it's going to be hard for them, is try to get them up, you know, very carefully, and see if you can get them to walk around at all, you know, kind of get some blood flowing, especially from the injectable dewormer we gave earlier. You know, kind of get that through his body good. But doing everything we can. As always, leave comments below this video on YouTube if you have any questions or suggestions. I don't know a whole lot. I'm sure a lot of people could gain knowledge from you if you're you know, a goat expert or have any good knowledge, you know, with worms and stuff. I know it's this is the first time we've ever battled it. I'm still fairly new to goats, but apparently, you know, the worms is a really bad deal, even though, you know, as far as we know, we've been doing everything we're supposed to, but I guess still sometimes not everything works and you get in situations like this, but, you know, we're doing everything we can. So I'm going to go make that stuff, and I'll come back down here as soon as I get done from the house, come back down here to the little goat barn, and see if we can get him to eat some of that, and I'm going to try to get him to walk around a little bit. Back down to him and is in the goat building. Picked this up. It is what I was talking about earlier, Sydectin, Sydectin, and they told me to do 0.75 mil per goat for about his size. So that's what we got here. I'm gonna go down with my meat I found online. Just kind of warmed it up on the stove. It is some molasses, honey, a little bit of baking soda, just a little bit of salt, and a few cups of water, kind of all mixed up, heated up, and put in here. And I'm going to be giving him this as kind of a homemade electrolyte, about the best thing I have. So I'm heading on down there. It's a cold night, windy, rainy, but gotta do what you gotta do. Hopefully I have better luck. So I'm back down here again, sitting with my buddy. He's drank 3 syringes full. Now he's eating some of these. Goodness, I'm not sure when my camera ain't picking up. It's very, very light down here. I don't know why it's making it all dark. Sorry about that, but he's eating some more of this goat food voluntarily. He lays down while he does it, but he has an appetite. And like earlier when we took him to a vet, when I was carrying him to my truck, and like I told the vet, you know, I heard his stomach growling, so I knew he was hungry. Plus, what I recently learned too is when goats start getting sick or going downhill, I guess it's probably with really any animal, is the organs that start shutting down are what its body's considered the least important. So like the stomach and digestive system will start shutting down first, I guess, and then like the heart and lungs and things like that are like the last, you know, operating. So by his stomach still growling, that means everything hasn't you know, shut down so far as his stomach. You know, we can still get him eating. I know some goats get so far to where they're just gone. He is pretty close and been pretty close, but like, you know, he's just kind of resting his head here on my arm, and slowly but gladly eating some of this goat food. And the good thing about this mixture that I made over here, I just got it sitting down here and using the syringe with that I showed you a little bit ago, is that it's sweet, you know, from the molasses and stuff, and he really, really likes that. So hopefully, you know, a mixture that you can use, like, you know, I was just giving him just the normal water. He wasn't really having it, doesn't really want it. Now with this, the sweet stuff, and you know, it's got some molasses in it, some honey in it, He very happily will drink that out of the syringe. And I know it's not the best way, but kind of doing what I can with what I got. You know, it's almost midnight here, and still, you know, been doing what I can all day with him. He's my buddy, but he's not really shaking or shivering like he was before, so I'm going to take that as a good sign. He kind of goes up and down with, you know, sometimes he'll be setting up and eating. Still doesn't really want to have much to do with the water by himself. He's licked the little copper block right there, a little piece of it. He, you know, licked that a couple times. Not really too interested in that either. But yeah, he's not really shaking. He's not cold, definitely not hot so far as his temperature. You want to take their temperature. So that's not too bad. He's just going to keep eating. But anyway, that's about it for this video. I'm just going to keep, you know, trying, doing what I'm doing and praying. It's about all I can do really for him. And just keep on going, getting fluids in him. And hopefully this dewormer medicine plus doing another treatment of Panicure can get rid of these worms and kind of help him bounce back to where I think once I can get him, you know, walking around even slowly to where he can drink and eat, you know, good portions on his own. I think then that's where we'll get back. It's just getting him out of this, you know, anemic or lethargic attitude here that is going on. So but that's it for this video. Again, comment if you have suggestions on situations like this and so on. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. And one more thing before I finish up this video, I just thought of, I'm heading in to nearest town to Walmart, and I'm going to try some type of really dark green vegetables. I know worms can affect, you know, the red cell blood count. You know, just like in humans, if that gets low from, you know, blood loss or anything, you know, obviously that's going to contribute to the lethargicness and things like that. So couldn't really see anyone else online saying they were going to try that. However, I don't think it's going to hurt anything, especially, you know, goats love green stuff, so I'm going to give it maybe a little bit of spinach, possibly, is what I'm going to try. I'm sure he'll eat it pretty easily, and that should help with the red cell loss from his blood from, you know, from the worms. Once again, you know, this is going to come down to the deworming medicine working properly, but to keep him going as strong and as good as I can, I got to do everything I can to keep him going. Hopefully get him enough energy, like I said earlier, where he can get up and eat and drink and things like that. All right, that's the end of this video this time. See you later. Bye-bye. That's good spinach. He's eating it, so that's a good sign. Good boy, eating. Eating some hay too. So he can't do it very good, but do got him standing. Just gotta keep helping him up. If he starts walking, he kind of just falls down. But this is a heck of a lot further than about 14, 16 hours ago when everything went downhill quick. He is standing. He'd rather lay down and eat, which is not necessarily a bad thing. So, and this is about 2 hours after I started giving the electrolyte mixture that I made, so getting somewhere. Come on, buddy. Can we walk? Come on. Come on.